Srimate Vedanta Swami Namo Vishnu Pada Krishna Prishna Srimate
एक व्यू आ गया।
Namaste Saraswati
कितने घंटे चाहिए थे? 250। वो कहाँ है? ऋषभ कहाँ है?
चार्जर लगे थे।
नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी विशेषा शून्यवादी Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, don't slow it. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, steady, steady. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Welcome, Swagatam, Suswagatam, all of you who came from far and close by. We affectionately welcome you to this Holy Name Retreat, which is one of the features of our Govardhan retreats, since we are, I think, operating since perhaps 20 years now. Oh, 23 already. At first, the idea of the Govardhan retreat, and I would like to give you a little of the history, was to bring devotees together at the shelter of Giriaj Govardhan. Yes, all these devotees chanted, they practiced Krishna consciousness, they performed the 9 types of devotional service. Yes, all this was already done. You might ask what then was the need or the reason to have a retreat where we would focus on basically the same devotional activities which the devotees did already. And there were 2 reasons. The first was, we just thought when we bring devotees together who are exclusively interested in this and will make this the main focus for a period of 5 to 7 days, we will create a new, more energy, so to say, or more harmony, more support. But this was only the first reason and not the most important one. You have a beautiful big suitcase. Almost as big as you. Hare Krishna. The main reason, and that was Bhuijam Prabhu's inspiration, who had been living in Braj already and teaching in Braj for many years before. The main reason was to bring devotees to the shelter of Giriraj and perform these activities with the support, the additional inspiration, with the additional energy that Giriraj offers to all those who take shelter at his lotus feet. And this formula to simply chant and listen to our sacred text, Shravanam and Kirtanam, at the side of Giriraj, magical formula. Devotees came to us and said their stay at Giriraj and lotus feet and listening to the Bhagavatam and chanting the holy name was life-changing. It changed the course of their lives. It gave them additional strength and inspiration that they did not have before. So here we had the magical formula, Hare Krishna Janananda Maharaj. We feel greatly inspired to see you, and now you have dived into the crowd and we cannot see you any longer. Welcome also to you and the devotees who came with you. So, Hare Krishna. So, this is the idea of these retreats. We perform focused and concentrated spiritual activities of Shravanam, Kirtanam, and Smaranam is also entering into our offering to you, and focused activities with the additional strengths, Hare Krishna, of Giriraj Govardhan. My dear devotees, I always like to say, expect miracles. Nothing short of that will happen as you focus on this. I want to welcome you for this 23rd, I understand, 24th now, program which Bhuijam Prabhu and myself are given. We have a third presenter who will join us for the Govardhan retreats, Jagatarini Mataji. I want to, will tune you in a little moment and will tell you how to make the best out of retreat, what attitudes, what activities you could do. This might be a good time when you take notes. I see some of you have notebooks. You can make mental notes at that time. But for now, I just want to welcome you. I want to congratulate you for your decision to come to this Holy Name retreat. It's called in our tradition Anustan. That is when you retire from all other activities and chant japa. This will be our main focus during the upcoming times, japa and kirtan actually, proper anustan, which will create new japa habits, new japa capabilities in you. You will see. But all this comes later. The way we conduct this opening session is we will hear from Bhurijam Prabhu now some glorification of Sri Vrindavan Dham, I think, so that you arrive at the place and know where you are. And then I will try to give you a tune in and help you to understand or see what practices to adopt so that you will make the best use of your time here. And afterwards, both of us will invite you in the Hari Kirtan Stali, that is this place. We will go inside and we will give you a brief understanding, brief overview of what we are going to teach, Bhurijam Prabhu and myself, and then end with a nice kirtan. So let us hear Bhurijam Prabhu. Let us give him this microphone and he will tune us in. Is this good if I have this on?
I'm going to have Dada playing. There's a book, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Mohan Vishnu Padaya Krishna Vasaya Bhutale Srimati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Tilamani Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pacharane Namaste Sasanyavadi Satya Devi Tarane Om Ganikavinandasya Janandana Salakaya Chaksu Sumilitanjena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manavistam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupamayam Vadati Sapadati Vansatapatuyascha Kripasannuvaevacha Patitaram Pavinebhyom Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna. I'd like to read some verses from Vrindavan Mahim Amrita, the great glories, nectarian glories of Sri Vrindavan Dham. Let's read some verses. Some verses are very intimate in the dealings between Sri Radha and Krishna, but I'd like to read some verses that give us a glimpse of what Vrindavan is actually like, what the greatest of devotees can see when they, with their eyes and hearts filled with love for Krishna, when they're in the place where we are now. Actually, Vrindavan Vinod Prabhu, who is sitting there, who manages the retreat center, he once saw an old map of Vrindavan, and this very area was called Vilasvan, place where Srimati Radharani and Krishna would meet, just the two of them. So we are in a very, very holy place, and so many holy people have walked in this area. Of course, Krishna lifted up Govardhan Hill here, and there have been cows wandering everywhere here, and the cowherd boys and the gopis. And of course, we know how Mother Yashoda and Nanda Maharaj and all the gopas and gopis were under Govardhan Hill right here. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu walked here, the Goswamis walked here. So many devotees, exalted devotees for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years have touched this very ground with their lotus feet. So somehow or another, we are all here. And we, as Maharaj said, and he will give us some good advice on how to make best use of our time here. But just as an idea of what is really here, the land that we are really in, I would like to read from this book by Prabodhananda Saraswati, who Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met in South India when he was touring South India. And he and Venkata Bhatta and their nephew and son, Gopal Bhatta, they were so attracted to this person, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who was overflowing with his internal absorption in love for Krishna, that everyone who saw him was attracted, everyone who saw him was influenced by his beauty, by his internal absorption, the depths of his internal absorption. And this, in essence, is the great challenge of our time here, to be internally absorbed as much as we practically can. And this is the vision of Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur. The trees and creepers of Vrindavan are stunned by the nectarian rays of the spiritual moon. The forest of Vrindavan is filled with the dancing and sweet singing of parrots, of cuckoos, peacocks. Intoxicated humming bees fly through the groves of Vrindavan. And the rivers and the lakes of Vrindavan flood the entire abode with sweet nectar. Just meditate, Prabodhananda Saraswati Thakur says. Just meditate on that Vrindavan. This Vrindavan and all objects within it are personifications of transcendental bliss. That means they're all persons, and their essence is bliss. Thinking in this way, sober persons who actually see things as they are, they happily reside in Vrindavan. Even if one is controlled by lusty desires, even if one is desirous of name and fame, and even if one is averse to following the regulative principles, if he takes shelter of Vrindavan and attains the mercy of Vrindavan, what perfection remains for him to attain? Why would one not meditate without devotion on the abode of Sri Vrindavan, which is an ocean of mercy and more soothing than the full moon? The atmosphere of Vrindavan is something very special. Srila Prabhupada even said that even if a non-devotee comes to Vrindavan, they will experience separation from Krishna. And once I was wondering, what is Vrindavan? And I was reading in the writings of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, and he explains that Vrindavan is an expansion of Srimati Radharani, which explains its special sweetness. O Vrindavan, you are completely transcendental. Therefore, even if I commit any offense to you, you are nevertheless my only shelter. O Vrindavan, I am the most fallen soul because I falsely claim that I belong to you. Therefore, out of your own mercy, please accept me as your servant. I am the most wretched person. Therefore, will I ever be able to live in this most merciful abode of Vrindavan without any obstacles? Will I ever understand the mellows of love for Lord Hari? Fragrant pollen is carried in all directions. The entire abode of Vrindavan, is filled, flooded and filled by an ocean of nectar. It is spiritual rays and filled with the sweet sounds vibrated by intoxicated birds. All glories to that Vrindavan. With many wonderful jeweled altars, Sri Vrindavan looks most attractive. It is decorated with ever blissful divine trees and creepers. It is saturated, covered, filled with the pleasing sounds of birds that are overwhelmed with ecstatic love, and it is surrounded by the nectarian Kalindi River. I meditate on that Vrindavan. O Vrindavan, I have foolishly, blinded by my pride, rebelled against the spiritual master and the learned scholars of Vedic literature. Yet, even though I am controlled by my senses, I desire to take shelter of you. Therefore, please do not push me away. Please accept me. O Vrindavan, I have a great desire to reside in this most rare abode, but since my senses are my greatest enemies, it seems impossible for me to do so. Alas, what will become of me? No one, including the best of demigods headed by Brahma, ordinary demigods headed by Indra, even the demons, the human beings, or the best of the yogis, can overcome the illusory energy of the Supreme Lord. A most insignificant creature, like me, is also engaged in sinful activities like a dog-eater under the influence of the illusory energy. O Vrindavan, if you accept me now, then even the saintly persons praise me. May my mind, which is bewildered by the divine, beautiful couple who celebrate pastimes and their unique expertise, who illuminate the groves of Vrindavan with their incomparable bodily effulgence, who decorate their hair wonderfully, who are situated in their prime youth in this abode of Vrindavan, which is a dense ocean of various colorful, glittering jewels that are everywhere. It is decorated with beautiful creepers. It is decorated with beautiful trees. It is decorated with beautiful branches, leaves, buds, flowers, and fruits. There are many wonderful birds, animals, parrots, peacocks, and cuckoos, hummingbees, as well as many other rivers, lakes, and mountains. The land of Vrindavan is filled with the sound of many beautiful birds like doves, cranes, and swans who are sporting in the waters of the Kalindi, the Yamuna. Vrindavan resounds with the noise of maddened bumblebees, and it is always filled with many types of beautiful lotus flowers. The banks of the Yamuna River are covered with jewels, and the surrounding forests are simply wonderful. When will my heart become absorbed in the topmost mellows of ecstatic love without being slightly distracted from the transcendental qualities of Sri Vrindavan? When will my mind plunge into the unlimited ocean of the sweetness of the golden complexion Sri Radha and the pastimes in the ocean, into the ocean of consisting of her youthfulness, her beauty, which captures the heart of dark complexion Krishna? And the final verse that we'll read, no, I'll read just one or two more. I pray that Sri Vrindavan, which is the source of unlimited mercy, the source of unlimited expertise, prowess, and transcendental qualities. I pray that Vrindavan will certainly give me shelter at her lotus feet without considering my faults. O Vrindavan, I have given up everything and have taken shelter of you. I've committed millions of unforgivable offenses against you, but I have no other shelter in this world. You are intoxicated by the ecstasy of enjoying the association of Sri Radha. So if you do not protect me, then I have no other shelter.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. May I ask, am I audible in the back? I see Pancharata Prabhu. Is this loud enough for you to hear, or it seems yes? Yes. Still, I feel if you all move a little bit closer as the evening will settle, so that we will feel a little bit more together. You are an ocean of people. Wonderful to see you. Krishna, can you please go to the harmonium? Yeah, he's just. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Jaya Giriraj, Jaya Giriraj, Jaya Giriraj, Jaya Giriraj. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Jai Sri Hare, Jai Sri Hare, Jai Jai Sri Radhe Shyam. Hare Krishna. My dear devotees, respected Burijan Prabhu and respected God brothers, Giriraj Maharaj, Janananda Maharaj, so many whom due to short eyesight I may not have seen, I welcome you affectionately to this retreat. It is important at the outset set of such an undertaking, to know what is a retreat, and perhaps also to know the difference to the other programs which we are accustomed. A retreat is not a few lectures a day. A retreat are not a sequence of lectures that build upon each other like a seminar. A retreat is certainly not a class. A retreat is not what we usually do in our daily devotional life. A retreat is an effort which we make where we leave the known ground, that is what we usually do, and open ourselves up for a new experience. Someone who goes on a retreat is aware that if I continue to do what I'm usually do, I might not get any new insights. I might experience the accumulative effect of doing these devotional activities. Yes, that is a huge effect when it accumulates, it adds, and so on. But the retreat is an effort where in a relatively short time, 4 or 5 days, sometimes 7 days, where we try to really look a little bit deeper and discover something new that might define our life, that might give us a new direction, that might give us answers to either questions which we have, conscious questions, or answers to those questions which are buried deep inside of us, so deep that we don't even know that they are there. We only feel these unresolved things in forms of doubts, a lack of enthusiasm, and so on. So with the retreat, we want to really go to a new place in our life, make new discoveries in our lives, which will hopefully accompany us during the time afterwards. I couldn't express it better than a good friend I understood of the devotees. It is one Richard Rohr. He said, when we are between the familiar and the completely unknown, then our old world is left behind, while we are not yet sure of the new existence. No? We leave what we do, our old world, we go on a retreat, but we don't yet know, we are not sure what insights will come. That's a good space where genuine newness can begin. Get there often and stay as long as you can, by whatever means possible. This in between the old and the new or better space. This is the sacred space where the old world is able to fall apart and away, and a bigger world is revealed. If we don't encounter this space, it is called liminal space, in our lives, we start idealizing normalcy. How nice, no? We make an ideal of our life. Yeah, this is perfect. We have reached. We are good. We are idealizing a normal practice. We are not really there in our where we can be. This is this threshold is God's waiting room. My dear devotees, you are in Krishna's waiting room. Here we are taught openness and patience as we come to expect an appointment with the divine doctor. Haribol. Beautiful, no? Have you ever been in waiting rooms in a hospital, or a doctor, or a waiting room with a consultant? You know a meeting is going to take place that might change my present life. So this is, but you don't know exactly what is going to happen. And this is the ideal space of being in a retreat. You will see tomorrow, Bhujam Prabhu will introduce a beautiful new feature of this Holy Name retreat. It is called, let me see if there's a poster. No, it has disappeared. Alone with Krishna. He will actually send you into the forest near Govardhan with some very specific instructions where you have to address Krishna, turn to Krishna to ask him to solve question, to be with you, and whatever happens, that happens. No, beautiful. Are you excited about this? Yes. Do you know what you have just haribolt to? You have haribolt to what is called the space of new discovery in your spiritual life. And of course, we all want this. That's why we joined this movement for Krishna consciousness, because we had how do you say, relevant hopes, you know, real hopes, and the hopes were, I think, in many cases fulfilled, that we would discover something in relationship with Krishna. My dear devotees, in these modern times, all of us, with almost no exception, are always on the go. We always have to do something. When I came today to an older devotee's room, I was allowed to go directly. I didn't have to wait in the waiting room. And I saw, how is this day going on? He said, Maharaj, from morning till evening, something, pang, 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 pang. We have various responsibilities in our lives. We may be brahmacharis, where we have preaching responsibilities. We may be married, where we have responsibilities to earn a decent income for the maintenance of our growing family. We are always on busy, quite busy, so busy that we may overlook what matters most, what is most important. There cannot be, and there will never be, something that is more important than re-establishing your relationship with Krishna. Why? Because in your ideal life, in your real life, in your constitutional position, constitution means how you really are, no? You are part of Krishna. And to discover this relationship, this being a part, is most important. But at the present moment, this is not so visible to us, like our duties are visible, or we know of our duties. And therefore we often become busy with this, and we miss what is visible, what is invisible, but that which needs to be discovered. My dear devotees, do you see the oxygen? No? My dear devotees, do you know that oxygen is the most important thing to stay alive? You know? You've heard, yeah. You can see that when the daily smoke comes here, and it eats up all the oxygen. My dear devotees, do you see Krishna? No. Do you know that Krishna is the most important factor for your well-being and in your life? Yes, I think we know. We know we know how important Krishna is by how we feel when we are aware that he is absent of us, that he's not present. This is a tricky sentence, and I think it makes sense in German language and not in English. Let me say it differently. Some things in our life we only know by their absence. For instance, the soul. We see this, we know the soul has left when it has, we know the soul is not there when it has left the body. So some things in our life, we conditioned souls know by their absence. We know also how miserable we feel when Krishna is not present. It's just as palpable as when the oxygen is not in the air. We suffer. We just suffer. So in this Holy Name retreat, it's the first of 2 retreats, we wish to discover Krishna in the form in which he is most accessible. Do you understand the word accessible? I have an access to something. The Krishna can be accessed by myself in the most easiest way in the holy name. I always tell myself, Satchidananda Swami, if you can't meet Krishna in the holy name, it will be difficult to meet him anywhere else and in any other way. So you better try to make this work in your life, this relationship with the holy name, so that it is working for you. Yes. In this retreat, my dear devotees, we will engage with the holy name, but on increasingly deeper levels. There was once a scholar who came to Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati. He had seen that in his ashram, everyone was chanting their rounds and were coming to kirtans. And he wondered, why are you dedicating so much time and energy to the simple practice of chanting? You know it already. Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur answered through an example. A primary school child, that is in the 1st grade, 2nd grade, writes alphabets, and a university professor uses the same alphabets in algebraic equations. Though externally they look similar, the professor's usage is on a completely different platform. The depth of chanting, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, is unlimited. And though the external practice may look simple and easy, the transcendental vibration has the unlimited potential to thrust or throw one into a deeper and deeper relationship with Krishna. So yes, a beginner chants Hare Krishna, and those who are longer, who are perhaps even, who are initiated, they chant Hare Krishna. Is it the same? No, it's totally different. Just like the usage of a professor of algebra is totally different than a 1 + 1 equals 3 student. Was that proper? In some algebra formula, it is proper. So you better listen. There are some secrets to discover. That aside, the depth of chanting is unlimited, and through the external practices, and though the external practice may look simple and easy, the transcendental vibration has the unlimited potential to throw one into a deeper and deeper relationship with Krishna. Deeper, 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 and very, very sweet and sweeter and sweeter. With a little rasa, with more rasa, with unlimited rasa. Chanting so much that you don't want to become tired, and you don't become tired, sorry, you don't become tired. This needs, we simply have to discover it. And in order to make the discovery, my dear devotees, I would like to give you 4 tips that come both from Shastra and practical experience. Are you still with me? Yes. Not worried about the darkness coming? We will soon have the puja. We need the darkness for this, the light ceremony. So, the first, my dear devotees, I would like to inspire you to have a willingness and openness to take in new actions. For instance, tomorrow, this Alone with Krishna session is so beautiful, but it is also very new for some of us. So be willing and openness. Don't say, nah, that's not what I usually do. Thank you. The next is to minimize distraction. One day I would like to do a retreat, but I will not do it with the devotees. I will first do it with outsiders, where I say, give me your mobile telephone, I'm serious. I'm locking it away in a safe, you can see how safe it is, and you will see if you have a fast from internet for a few days, something different will come. So my dear devotees, I know that some of you have to go on your mobile telephones and respond to urgent matters, projects maybe, or people who are very dear to you and who need advices from you. But please minimize it. You could maybe have an automatic response. I'm under a tree in Vrindavan alone with Krishna. Why not? Call me after 5 days if I'm still able to respond and not in ecstatic love of Godhead. I'm joking. I'm just saying, minimize distraction. I think only a few of you read the newspapers. We must know what is about Donald Trump. Not so required. It will be there after 5 days, Minimize distractions from the transcendental subject matter. The third is dedication to the processes and programs. See, Burijan Prabhu and other facilitators, there will be a few more facilitators who will be helping with the retreat. Yes, they can give their best to deliver content and teach by example and so on. But it is your retreat. In other words, the success of it is very much, or to a large percentage, in your own hands. Please remember this law of bhakti. Ye jotomong prapadyante tangstateva bhajamyam. In the degree in which I surrender to Krishna, in that degree he rewards. Or to put it in simple English, what you put into it will decide what comes up for you, what you get. So please dedicate yourself to the processes and programs. After the Kirtan, Prashanta, who's our overall organizer, will give you a little run through the program Is she there? Yes, Hare Krishna Prashanta, and will tell you what programs we have. And finally, uh, outside the sessions, I would like to request you to do services, or it's as good as that, to talk with each other, but on spiritual subject matters, either related to what you have heard or related to Krishna consciousness in general. You will see, if you use the time wisely and not engage in, please excuse my German tongue, I don't know the specific words, I only know the extreme words. If you just don't engage in gossip, you will maintain a high energy. So let's go through the 4 things again. What was the first thing? Willingness and openness to take in new actions. Thank you. What was the second? To minimize distractions. Wonderful. What was the third recommendation? Dedication to the processes and programs you will learn here. And what was the fourth? Yeah, outside the sessions, keep the energy high. Let's make it positive, by either serving, talking about Krishna consciousness, chanting rounds, perhaps even extra rounds if you can make it early, then you will be able to get a good number of your rounds to chant them in a very good concentration. But we also have the Alone with Krishna session, where everyone can really focus on their japa and apply the new insights they have gained. This, my dear devotees, will give you a lot to make out of it. Now I want to end this session with a little active exercise. We will just sing a little, and then after it, Krishna will continue playing, and I will ask you a few questions that will help or give you a few tasks which you have to do alone, and then you will be able to share with your neighbor. Turn around. So good. Do you see that we are just standing before something great? No? But it really depends on you if you make it great or if you keep it small. No? Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You chant wonderfully. Please now, in this next mantra which you chant, try to be aware of every single name. That is, when you sing Hari, you are completely there with the Hari. Then when you sing Krishna, you're completely with your attention, with your conscious and ideally your subconscious being totally there. So let us now sing very attentively. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. And now please sing again with the same amount of attention. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Carlos players, you come later. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One more time. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Attentive. Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. My dear devotees, thank you very much. Here are the questions or the tasks. Please think about what you would like your retreat to be like. What outcomes, or just in general, what you like that you pick up new inspirations, or would you like to come closer to Krishna? Just think. This is not for writing, it is for thinking. What would you like your ideal holy name retreat bring to you as gifts? As God Krishna will keep on playing without stopping. What specific, practical, but also feasible steps you could do? If you would say, well, I rise at 1 o'clock in the morning. You may be able to do this for one day, but then you will be perhaps so tired and exhausted that you sleep during the entire day. So what specific, practical, feasible steps you can do to do, as they say in New York, step up your game, no? To get a little bit more focused and finally, please pray to Giriraj, or if that is yet too unfamiliar to you, pray to Krishna, or if it's difficult for you to focus on Krishna at this stage of your life, pray to your spiritual master, that they give you the strength, that you can make this holy name retreat what you really would like it to be. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. One last time, everybody, please. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thank you so very much for your participation. At the end, please know it is not difficult to reach your real spiritual ideals. If you want to do it alone on your own, then it's difficult. But as Krishna says in the Gita, in the 18th chapter, verse 58, Machita Sarvadurgani Mat Prasadat then Tarishyati. No? If you remain conscious of me, then by my prasad, mercy, you will be able to overcome whatever obstacles you have. In another place, it is said, Yatha sankalpayat buddhya yadava mat para puman. Whatever one desires, whether it is in season or out of season, that means whatever you desire, whether it's in reach or out of reach, one can attain it by absorbing the mind in me, Krishna, who fulfills all desire, Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes, Prashanta will tell us now. Prashanta will tell us now. She's here, not so visible because it's dark, but Hare Krishna. She will tell us what to do.
Thank you, everyone. Sachidananda Maharaj,
Yes, yes.
should we do a lamp offering?
Yes.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. Come to Giriraj Govardhan, then come to Sri Vrindavan Dham, and then come to the Govardhan Retreat Center. So to complete our session from incense and flowers to Giriraj, we have placed tables on both sides of the lawn here. So you can go. There will be kirtan just for 15 minutes or so, 15-20 minutes. So you can go and pick up some lamps and some incense, some flowers, and slowly, gradually come forward. Obviously, don't come all at the same time. So you can come here, offer to Giraj, and go around the hill and place your offerings around the hill, and then you can go into the Kirtan hall, the Sri Hari Kirtan Stali, for the next session of opening ceremony for the Holy name retreat. So I'll request kirtaniers to start a little kirtan. So go with the kirtan. Hare Krishna.